driving and it probably flew up and stayed that way. It's crazy. We over here at, I think it's Carriage House Collision. Get in and check out the car. Yo, you know what's crazy? Filling the tank up, it starts rubbing right here in the corner. So I want to yank this out a bit so it doesn't rub. I like the fitment. I got it aligned, so I know everything is aligned. It just rubs right here. What I think I'm gonna do, I think I might just still run 19s on a daily. Cause these tires are still good all around actually. We got PSSS on the front, powder juice works on the front, and some other stuff on the rear. So I think I'm gonna just run these and just get some 19s. Let me know what you guys think. And it's yeah, 07, and it clearly got hit right here before. The last guys, I guess they bonded it out.
It's coming real fast.
Yeah, man, they quick. So here it is. This is the estimate to get the 335 back up and running from the body shop. Anytime you get an estimate, it is a preliminary. My bad. It is a preliminary estimate, which means that 9 times out of 9, it's probably gonna be something more that they didn't include in the estimate. They're gonna call you up and say, hey, we dug a little deeper and we found out we need this. Or this clip broke, we need that. Boom. Right off the bat. Got a few estimates, but what I like about this shop is they actually written everything down for me. Other shops just, you know, kind of gave me a number to run by. Estimate total for parts, they're talking about $22.91. Body labor, which I'm assuming is the putting on the whole quarter, is $22.32. Paint labor is about $1,006. Frame and paint supplies about another $1,000. So first and foremost, obviously, I'm not gonna pay that amount. I kind of know exactly how much I'm gonna pay, and it's around $2,000 to $3,000. You know, to the body shop for the whole labor job, minus the paint. Now this $7,000 bill is a little bit more extensive. They've included things like refinishing the trunk, plastic bumper support bracket. They need a whole new quarter, which they found for pretty cheap, used. Taillight, they also added this back support brace. I put the part number of a part list for both sides, so it goes all the way across. So I'm assuming they wanted to cut this whole thing and replace this too with that. I'm not exactly sure if there could be a way around it. Yeah, it's pretty much the estimate of what I got. Now, other shops quoted me somewhere around $2,000 just in labor, and then I can find the parts myself where they can get the parts, i.e. the bumper, the tail light, and the quarter. That's all I think I'm replacing on here. This battery box, or that box comes included sometimes on the quarter, so I might get lucky. If not, I'm gonna see if they can pull that out. Yeah, I want to try and pull it out my damn self, but I don't want to do more bad than good. So that's where we at with that. And the hood, got to check something. Wow, this has been holding up. I did a tacky job to plug these holes in here until I get more intakes. They're actually doing a pretty good job plugging them until I get some better intakes. I'm not a fan of the way this one is sitting. It's way too close for my comfort right here. Like, I feel as though it's actually, whoa, it is actually chipping away at the intake. Yeah, I knew it was. Pull this back. This whole setup seems kind of sketch, I'll be honest. Tight squeeze. They do have some relocation things for here. I want to put them over here. I got to figure out where all of this stuff is going to go when I relocate the intakes. But in addition to that, this also has to come out, the HKS. I got it to fit and not pop off again. Relocated this thing just to bracket over, kept the screws. However, now I'm having issues with this. This is coming out sometimes during boost, which is not good. I will put some E in it just to get the highest dyno numbers that I could, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know. So you can see a little sneak peek. My 335 flash is stage 4. Give it all the sauce, make it super duper aggressive. Boom, now we're going to MHD for the M54 flash V10, which they got a lot of maps. Version 10 went all the way down here and flashed the 93 octane Stage 2 Plus, just an OTS map. I don't know how much power it gives you, but once I find out, I'll throw it somewhere in the top. Boom, check that out. Automatic transmission with XHP. He sold it to me. I think he had it on stage 0 because this thing is awake now. That disclose all the mods. I'll put it in this card right here, or just, you know, scroll back and check out my latest 335 videos. I think we're like number 4 or 5 in, so pretty exciting content. I think you guys should check it out. This car came equipped with MHD and XHP trans flash for the 6-speed. So, sorry, I'm trying to swat this little fly out of the way, but so I figured I should test it out. Now, I'm gonna be real, I'm not gonna go all the way crazy, because while I did fix the suspension and the car is driving straight, I got an alignment. One of the wheels are mismatched, it's sitting on the 225 in the rear. Open diff activities is just not that fun when you're making power. And 3, I don't know, I mean, the car's not all the way 100%, so I'm just not gonna push it. You know, I don't feel safe just yet. Once I fix the body of the car, I'm gonna go underneath, check all the suspension components and everything, and make sure it's up to my standards, because you guys know how I like to drive. And yeah, the last thing I want to do is be a hazard to myself on the road unintentionally. Here, take this thing on a nice little rip, get you guys some sounds POV style. This thing is so old school, man. It's a single hump. Double hump is like the navigation like I had in my E90 328 with a 6-speed. That thing was lovely spec wise, transmission wise. Interior color, I picked the red over the cinnamon brown that I had, but that's like where it ends. The coupe vibes, I'm digging the coupe vibes. So I'm leaving the body shop area now. I just kind of pulled around the corner from the body shop, and I pulled out my camera. I didn't want to film too much in the body shop. And I'm gonna go over and get me some chicken sticks. Screw that, I'm hungry. Thank you. Not sure if you guys want to help me figure this one out, man, M54 guys, but since I put the Stage 2 Plus tune on, I feel like I am getting a little bit of turbo flutter. I don't know. Is that the blow valve? It's because when I let off, like, is the HKS blow valve like not strong enough for it? I have upgraded turbos, so put me on, guys. Put me on. She's rolling. She's rolling. It's one of the most important things I feel in building this thing was to get everything right as far as drivability wise. The body is the body, don't get me wrong. It does look fucked up, okay? I'm not even knocking that, but no matter how bad the body looks, you can still drive the car. I am missing a tail light. I do gotta get that, because I don't want to get pulled over, which surprisingly I haven't yet. This has already become the dedicated tool car. I'm making like house calls. That's why I got my jack right here for people, so I don't have to shove everything in the M4. I'm dailying this thing right here already, so I don't know. Might not be the best idea, but hey, it works, right? Need a passenger in this seat. Who's gonna be the lucky one? Gonna be the next victim. I get this thing fixed first though. I love my ride along videos, bro. Just straight up genuine vibes. Nothing crazy, nothing faked. Straight up genuine vibes, yo. Like, this is gonna be perfect for it too. Perfect for it too. It's gonna be perfect car for it. Turn the coilovers all the way up. Oh shit, I almost swerved. Oh man, listen, man, I'm trying to work for you guys, man. I'm trying to work for you guys, all right? All good times, good vibes. I want to shout out everybody that's been on my ride alongs. You guys are great. Coming out from an M, a bunch of things feel super sketchy. The steering is good, it's nice and firm, but boy, I will tell you, it does not handle like the M, obviously, clearly. It has worn out suspension, 102,000 miles on it. And it's never designed to be an M in the first place. A little sketch. And it's not just this car. When I test drove the 335is, I almost crashed into the curb. I took a corner and the car just didn't agree with me in this corner. So steering is good. It's just very heavy. It feels like power steering is not even working. The brakes will kill you. I always thought the brakes in my M4 weren't that great, but hop into something like this with like stock brakes, and boy, it's terrible. No point in locking it. I hope I beat the rain, because that's a little sketch to drive in the rain. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, my man?
Not much. What's going on? 2 chicken sticks with white sauce and hot sauce. Yo, thanks, man. All right, thanks, bro. Yo, you gotta take it easy, all right?
Thank you, buddy.
Woo, look at that. Fire. I gotta be a little more healthy. That's why I get the fries, but I did get the pita, so it is what it is, baby. Eat my chicken sticks. But, yo, this is good. Yo, check these guys out. They got a truck over here. The end of the Clearview. They good. I've been going for a while. But, my boy Lana put me on. But, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go because it's hot. I'm about to bump some AC. Probably catch up on a YouTube video too. Wanted to get some pulls for you guys to rip it. Traffic's pretty bad. I might come out later on tonight. And, you know, ripper. Bring the camera out, get a nice official POV so you guys hear some turbo sounds. But if not, then this is the end. Mike from Slow Speed. I mean, you know, peace out. But I'm pretty sure I'll go out later on tonight, especially if I'm bored. Where's that bump? There we go.